What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Uncle Howdy's first target revealed, the real reason why wrestlers were botching at Clash at the Castle, good news for Damien Priest, WWE had to apologize after Clash at the Castle, could Matt and Jeff Hardy come to WWE, a young wrestler passes away, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia XL. Now let's hit the intro and get straight into our first story. The first story looks at Uncle Howdy's first target revealed. At top of today's news is an exciting theory concerning Uncle Howdy. With the WWE Universe on high alert about Uncle Howdy's return, it appears we may finally have our first program involving Uncle Howdy. The WWE's resident creep shared another video via QR code at Clash at the Castle, which has always led to some tantalizing information. Essentially, Sports summarized the latest clue, saying the QR code that showed up during Clash at the Castle in Scotland contained a video message for the fans. There was a statement in one video earlier that said, "You changed, you stopped saying thank you." Fans also spotted the initials CG written somewhere in the new clip. Some fans and wrestling writers believe CG refers to Chad Gable, who struggles with his Alpha Academy students have put him into the spotlight. However, with rumors that Gable will replace Otis, Akira Tozawa and Maxine Dupree with the Creed brothers, Howdy may have someone else in mind. Hell, it could even be Chelsea Green at this point. But we shouldn't have to wait too long if the rumors of Uncle Howdy debuting on tonight's Raw pan out. The real reason why wrestlers were botching at Clash at the Castle. The internet wrestling community is still abuzz with talk about Jade Cargill's missteps at Clash at the Castle, including a spot where she went for a springboard move off the top rope only to crash and burn. Thankfully, Jade wasn't hurt. And now a new report suggests that the fall may have not been a slip-up by Cargill, but the result of loose ring ropes. The Sportster's reporting, it turns out ropes were seemingly an issue for WWE all night, as fans caught a moment before Cargill's match showing the referee warning AJ Styles that they were loose. They also reported on how this may have impacted Jade. The official can be seen grabbing the ropes and shaking them as he explains something to Styles. It makes sense that Styles would be warned about the ropes, since one of his finishes, the Phenomenal Forearm, requires him to leap onto the top rope in the same way Cargill did. Fans will recall Damien Priest took a tumble when he attempted to jump off the top rope during his main event against Drew McIntyre. Could it be that the top rope wasn't adjusted to the normal levels? It could explain a hell of a lot. However, if the WWE knew the top rope was a problem, why didn't they warn wrestlers, or if possible make an adjustment to the top rope? Next up, Damien Priest fined after injury scare. As mentioned, Damien Priest had a scary spot at Clash at the Castle, leading to talk none other from Triple H that the World Heavyweight Champion might have been injured. However, a new report from Fightful Select indicates that Damien is okay and that he was merely selling the spot where his leg came entangled in the top rope. Fightful is adding that Priest's performance against Drew McIntyre led to plenty of praise, just the latest news showing WWE officials are pleased with his work. While it's unknown how much longer Damien will be world champion, his reign has been a success thus far, and with any luck, it's just the beginning for him in the main event. Next up, WWE apologizes for Clash at the Castle and Samantha Irvin gets booed. Did the WWE drop the ball with the finish to Clash at the Castle's main event? Some fans are still irate over the WWE's decision to have CM Punk cost Drew McIntyre's chance at winning the 4th world title. As livid as fans are now, just imagine how outraged they were after the match, a situation that saw angry fans even booing ring announcer Samantha Irvin. Footage from the event shows Samantha Irvin apologizing to fans as she made her way to the backstage area. Next up, Jeff Hardy gone from AEW. Has Jeff Hardy left AEW? Well, Jeff's recent appearance at TNA's Against All Odds pay-per-view, where he saved Matt Hardy from a post-match beatdown, has fans curious what Brother Nero's status is with TNA, as well as whether there's a chance he'll show up in WWE. A recent report from Fightful Select states Matt and Jeff Hardy are still free agents and are working in TNA wrestling without contracts. A new report suggests AEW isn't holding its breath for a Jeff return to the company in the near future, as Jeff has been removed from the company's roster page. This shouldn't surprise anyone, as the WWE's recent cooperation with TNA could have AEW looking to avoid giving the company any free publicity. Furthermore, AEW doesn't want to disappoint fans by having Jeff on the roster if a return is likely. Now, Matt Hardy even teased on Twitter that they could be even going to WWE, as Wrestling News posted a tweet which mentioned, now that Matt and Jeff are with TNA, could they appear in WWE as a crossover? With an interesting reply from Matt Hardy. Matt and Jeff's free agency is something to watch closely, as Matt said he wants to wrestle wherever he wants and he's likely had enough stroke that he can work in TNA without them forcing him to sign. Fans will be watching NXT's 25-man Battle Royal to determine Trick Williams' next opponent closely as they wonder whether any TNA wrestlers will appear, including Matt and/or Jeff. Next up, Asuka discusses struggles after surgery. A WWE superstar Asuka is recovering from knee surgery and recently shared the struggles she's adjusting to things during her physical rehabilitation. The Women's Triple Crown and Grand Slam winner shared her experiences on her vlog, including a decision to go to rehabilitation center in an attempt to speed up her recovery. According to Asuka, this was a new experience for her and she explained some of the challenges. Now I'm going to be moved to a rehabilitation center for my rehabilitation. I've never used crutches before. Difficult to use it. The airport staff got me a wheelchair when they saw how hard it was for me to get around. If I had not had to use a wheelchair, it would have been difficult to arrive at the airport in time for my flight. While there's no timetable for the Empress of Tomorrow's return, fans are eager to see what will be next for her as she enjoyed success in singles and tag team competitions and will likely be thrown right back into the spotlight. Next up, sad news as a young wrestler passes away. The wrestling world has lost another talented performer as Rev Pro Wrestling recently tweeted news that James Castle, aka Jamie Stacey, recently died at the age of 35 after a lengthy battle with leukemia. We are saddened to share the loss of our dear friend Jamie Stacey, aka James Castle, after a 4-year battle with leukemia. A former tag team champion, Jamie was a super talent in the ring. The first wrestler trained from scratch at our Portsmouth school, and without his help behind the scenes, Rev Pro would not be here today. A truly wonderful human being, a warrior, a fighter, the most interesting and intelligent man to ever step foot inside a Rev Pro ring. There are so many stories to tell, and we will make sure they are all told. We love you, and we will make sure you are remembered forever. We sent our heartfelt condolences to Mr. Castle's friends, family, and fans. Next up, did WWE drop a match from Raw? Fans can expect plenty of fallout from Clash at the Castle, as well as the beginning of the build for Money in the Bank. However, one thing they shouldn't expect is a previously announced match between Karrion Kross and Xavier Woods. Wrestling News reports, it appears that things have changed with the tweet advertising Woods vs Kross being deleted. Woods had also hyped about when he quote tweeted the post. The link now states, "This post is unavailable" and "This page doesn't exist, try searching for something else." This isn't the first time WWE has changed up its scheduled bouts, but it's unknown why the WWE dropped Kross vs Woods, which could have forwarded the program of Karrion Kross trying to convince Woods to leave his longtime New Day teammate, Kofi Kingston. The New Day have repeatedly stated in interviews that they have no desire to split up, but things change, and if the WWE can craft an intriguing enough storyline, Xavier and Kofi may change their minds. Would you guys like to see them split? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, WWE bringing Bad Blood? Is the WWE reviving its Bad Blood PLE? Well, that's a rumor making the rounds as PW Insiders reporting that there have been creative pitches to bring the show back this October. Reportedly, the idea is to capitalize on the 5th October 97 of the first Bad Blood, which not only featured the debut of the Hell in a Cell match, but the debut of Kane. Oddly enough, there were only 3 Bad Blood shows, and it's unknown why there's so much interest in reviving it. The WWE currently has no PLE scheduled for October, so fans shouldn't rule this out, nor should they dismiss the possibility of the WWE using Bad Blood as its title for an NXT PLE. And finally, Liv Morgan gets spicy. And last but not least, Liv Morgan's apparent lust for Dominic Mysterio, or at least her wish to take him from Rhea Ripley, has led to some torrid television, and now Liv is lighting up social media with a special message for Daddy Dom. As the current Women's World Champion tweeted Dominic on Father's Day, "Happy Father's Day, Daddy." Now, in case you haven't been keeping up with Raw, Liv Morgan has set her sights on Dominic leaving her hotel room key with him on the 10th June Raw and suggesting to Dom that he hook up with a woman who calls him Daddy rather than someone he calls Mommy. What do you think Dom should do? Ditch Rhea or go with Liv? As always, I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.